Hi, Master Peter Brusso here, and tell you a story about the Stealth Defender. The Stealth has actually saved more lives than almost any other Defender added together. It's amazing what this thing has done. So, this gentleman lived up in Minnesota and had every tool that we made at the time. Went through a divorce. His wife threw him in the trash. So he was in IT. He moved to Texas, got a nighttime IT job. And so we'd gotten home, went to bed. They was trying to go to bed. And there was a big ruckus outside his door. So he got up, put his pants on, went and looked out those little peephole. And out there he saw three very large gentlemen and one very small baby, about 4 months old. And the baby was crying, and one of the gentlemen was smoking some kind of particular drug of choice and was blowing the smoke into the baby's face. And the baby stopped crying ultimately and then turned blue. At this point, looking through a little peephole, he calls 911 and they get the cavalry coming. And the 911 dispatcher said, "Do you know CPR?" And he goes, "Yes." And she goes, "Would you go out there and see if you can give CPR to the baby?" So out he went. That's got to be a good story in itself, but out he went. And he got the baby away from the one person and started checking pulses, and it was in some kind of cardiac arrest. And so he started to do compressions, little baby type compressions. And one of the guys grabs him from behind in a chokehold, starts to choke him to death. So he pulled out his defender, and it came out of his pants upside down, and he just slit right down the arm across the neck, filleted that arm open, basically. It has a chisel edge on it, pretty nice, pretty sharp. And that guy let him go, so he continued to focus on the baby. And about that time, the police came in and got the guys, and and the EMS got there, got the baby. And they kept trying. The EMS kept trying to give him some kind of medical service, and he says, "You've been cut somewhere." And he goes, "No, that was the other guy's arm that got cut. I'm fine." And so they move this over here a second. So the cops came and proceeded to say, "Well, what happened?" And he explained that he cut down the arm to get loose of the chokehold. And he said, "What'd you use?" So this goes, "What is that?" And he goes, "That is a stealth defender. And it's a self-defense tool." And so the policeman grabs it, looks at it, and says, "Well, I'm going to have to keep this for evidence." No problem. As I've always said, if your tool gets taken away or they want you to confiscate, they want to confiscate it, they don't know what it is, but they don't like it, fine, give it to them. It's not worth getting arrested for. I'll send you another one for free. Just that easy. So the stealth defender, that story is an amazing story. It's been told many times by me, mostly, I guess. But yeah, these things really work. And I'm going to make a whole bunch more stories. So I'll see you on the back side of this one. And I'm Peter C. Brusso. And I will see you in the real world or on the map, maybe. Who knows? Keep a good chance right before you advance. Keep in control.